What happened at 9:45 bedtime?
Here we go.
I feel it.
Now the number 8 rusher in the NFL last season, it's Elijah Mitchell. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Off of play action, here's Lance. Out to his left. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Well, this defense for the Commanders, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. The same target, same result. It's Kittle.
And he takes us beyond the 30.
That was wild.
Lance finding Kittle.
That was wild. Yeah, so lucky on that.
Sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First down, here's Mitchell.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
The Niners are 10-4 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after
What'd you say?
victory, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution,
That you, like your player?
resilience, all on display in that victory.
Matthew says he doesn't have his star on his player.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Okay. He said he'll fix it.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we don't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however.
I'm good. Just working one job now, so I've got more time to actually do stuff.
And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's puttered out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis.
Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Let's go now. Get up.
Lance going to sneak it. And boy, this is going to be close.
You got it.
That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there.
Yeah,
A
good job.
surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon.
Get up.
Now a 1,000-yard rusher season to go. Antonio Gibson with it. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow, knocked him for a loss.
It looks like it is going to be just that. Hope. Oh.
So a nightmare start to the drive as they're already staring at 2nd and long.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Target is to Dotson, and he's got it. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is. Here on third. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
What did you say, dude?
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt.
Oh, good shit.
I don't know if
wow.
you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance.
Who's your kicker?
All the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in
Okay.
practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Good. Hey, little situation stuff. Just told me about how many people were you looking to go?
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. They'll roll him out right. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go. But when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
To throw, it's Lance. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down. A good pickup there at 22.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. First carry now for the LSU alum, Ty Davis-Price. Brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run over center with Mitchell. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Yeah. What'd you say? Trying to answer back.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And now they'll throw with Lance. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch.
dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route,
Thank you.
he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of
What's
attack
that?
to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Turn it up. All right.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. A toss left side for Mitchell. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lance. The quick slant caught. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
I thought I got in for a second.
The stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play.
Oh, yeah.
Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. Mitchell.
Oh,
and
God.
this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line. 2nd and goal. On play action, Lance. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
The Commanders' defense looking for a stop here. It's 3rd and goal. Play action. Now it's Lance. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers.
What did you say?
A great play there. His
Thank you.
touchdown now on the year. And the Niners have taken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
You said you've run 3 plays?
The stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
That's crazy. I didn't realize that. Trying to.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And Charles, you think about this offense, and it's kind of a tricky time of the season because you're 14-0, looking to see this one out to the end, but you start to run into situations where guys are getting a little banged up. Maybe could use some time sharing, some time on the bench, just to rest. How do you approach the rest of this regular season?
I'm telling you, you don't ask the easy stuff, do you? I mean, you created a heck of a situation there, and actually you didn't create it. You presented it. And
Good job. I thought I had you.
Because your eye has to be on the ultimate prize, which is the Super Bowl. That's paramount. But at the same time, how much fun would it be to go down as one of the all-time great teams and join the 1972 Dolphins as the only undefeated team to win a Super Bowl?
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Okay, take us to school here, Charles. On a play like that, pretty successful RPO. What's the quarterback looking at?
Basics. He's looking at the defensive end or the outside linebacker. If that player crashes down to take the running back, quarterback pulls it, runs to the outside end. Some teams, though, will read different players depending on defenses. But basically, it's that outside play.
Touchdown, Washington! Johnson, 36 yards. And the Commanders have retaken the lead. Joey Sly on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead at 10-7. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Offense. Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get one of those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. That's another one complete to Mitchell. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 8 yards there and a first down.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Lance now on 1st down. This one caught by Kittle. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the 49ers are going to have it here just past the 25. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Ready?
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. That's out to the flat for Gibson. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Nick Bosa, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack in the campaign. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult.
Oh, the draw.
Because
Oh,
just
like
think
the,
about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Here's Hurts to throw. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve as we send you cross country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back, Charles.
Yeah, totally. Just something. They should have had the John Dotson run in there for sure.
Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Alert! Alert!
A run here for the rookie. It's Brian Robinson.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46.
Throwing is Hurts.
That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
He gets his first catch there, but all in all, when you're talking about the #1 receiver in the NFL coming into this game, and we're just talking about the first catch there, I think they're doing a nice job of bottling him up.
They go play action with Hurts. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete.
I thought I got it.
Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
On 2nd and 10.
Hurts, complete, it's Dotson.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnosed perfectly there.
And the next gen looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted.
Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
And the Niners will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
He's like ridiculous when he gets his X factor too. It's stupid.
About trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective.
Yay, finally got more than like 2 yards.
For an easy completion and a first down.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On the quick handoff, it's Juszczyk. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Now a play fake. Lance. Trying for it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Well, let's face it, Brandon. They're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen. And if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Robinson. He'll get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. This close, sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. On the sneak, it's Hurts. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Yeah, partner, they went a little conservative, didn't they? And they ended up marking it short. And now I wonder, will they even do it again on 3rd down?
On the sneak, it's Hurts.
Damn it.
And touchdown, Commanders. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Commanders take the first turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
I'd say that too.
Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. A give running right is Mitchell. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a 1st down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Lance again here on 2nd and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Lance to throw it. Dancing to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Montez Sweat drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Green able to dance free. And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I warn against getting complacent just because they scored
reached out and grabbed you.
But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it. And
We've all got ridiculous defensive lines. I feel like we all own the best defensive line in the entire game.
One quarter remains here in Week 16. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. They find some open field here. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put focus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's 3rd down. Not sure what happened out there, but looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Able to connect with Dotson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Back knocked to the ground with Gibson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards remain on second down. Ball on the 10. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down. A nice, consistent gain.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Gibson will score. Touchdown, Commanders. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the 4th quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And it's a fumble. And it's Washington that scoops it up.
Okay.
And I don't know that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it. Because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think you may want to keep them cranking high right here. Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Hurts. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass.
Not crazy enough.
Coming up.
Fucking trash. That always happens.
And that will extend their lead even further.
That is such garbage that happens every single time.
They'll take the 3 and they pad.
No matter when you dive, it's like I beat it. Like I good legs. That's why it's like it's fair game if you block the ball. So just dive straight into his leg. Your knee. What was it?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And Lance going to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Well, Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Commanders are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
42 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
On 1st down, right back to Gibson. And he is going to be stopped up at the line of scrimmage. And we'll have a stoppage as well as we have reached the 2-minute warning. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. But not what you want to see this late in the season. The medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Here we go, here we go.
On 2nd down, a run to Gibson.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. They'll drop the throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the 1st half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the 1st target in the 2nd half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they're able to come away with the interception, Charles. They aren't able to move the ball all that much. However, they do get 3 out of it with a field goal.
Yeah, and anytime you do force a turnover, you have to come out of it with points. Everybody wants 6. They'll take the 3 there. Now it's their opportunity to do it again.
No, you're cool.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter.
The defensive end is so much faster than Trey Lance.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
And Lance now to throw.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mitchell. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And Lance's throw complete here to Ayuk. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Oh, was it? I thought it was roughing the pass. I thought it was like face mask or something. I just was like, I'm taking this.
Now Lance again.
Good pick.
Time today. William Jackson with a pick. And the Commanders will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So victory for the Commanders. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think